have been asked to present Unit 4 of the course 504, which talk about the system view of an educational organization, being supervised by Dr. Afuh. This unit is going to be taken by the two of us, Ebai, Frankbell, and myself, Afuh, Dorothy. I'm going to give a rundown of the definition of a system, the features of a system. Frankbell will continue with the school as a social system, the Getze and the Cuba model of school as a social system, the normative and the ideographic model of a school as a social system. I'll start with the definition of a system. A system is a combination of components, elements that functions together for the success of an organization or a school. There are different types of systems. We have the church, the school, the hospital, and so on. Or work mostly on the school as a social system. The school has the teachers, the students, the books, and the finance. All these components, they have to work in collaboration with each other for the success of the school. If that is well programmed and done, then it will lead to the success of the school. We now move to the main features of a system. We have 5 components that make up the main features of a system. We have the inputs. These are components that are put into the system from the boundary. They must interact with each other to fulfill the purpose of the school inputs. To fulfill the purpose of the school. Example of a school inputs are teachers, students, books, and the finance. All these elements, they have to work together for the success of the school. The next component is the process. These are the conversational activities that take place in the class between the teachers and the learners to transform input to product. We go to output. This refers to all that the system produces either by design or accidental, as a school receives the learners and transform them as out product through counseling, lecturing, teaching, discussion, and so on. It comes out as educated person ready for the market. We have feedbacks. These are the information the system receives from the environment. It is some sort of evaluation. It can be negative or positive. When it is positive, then it is all right. But when it is negative, we have to revive it. We might go to the curriculum or we go again to the work we did, since we observe and seen that the learners have not inculcated what we taught. In doing it the second time, at least they have to pick up with the lesson, so the feedback will be achieved. The environment, this refers to everything around the school, physical and social, and it has a great influence on the learners, on the internal environment where the system is found, and it is made up of the community and the union of people. If the environment is a conducive one, schools are always built in conducive environment where there is no noise and so on, so that it has a great influence on the learners. So, dear colleagues, my colleague is going to take from the school as a social system, the Getze and the Cuba model of school as a social system, the normative and the ideographic dimension of school as a social system. Thank you, dear colleagues.
Thank you, Madam Afuh, Dorothy, for giving me the floor. We are going to discuss on the school as a social system. We are talking about a social system, and a social system, by definition, it is a group of people or an organization that are interrelated to one another or interdependent. That when one part has a problem, the others cannot function very well. Here now we are going to focus more on the Gazette Cuba view. The Gazette Cuba view has two dimensions, the nomenclatic dimension and audiographic dimension. The nomenclatic dimension here is too much institutional, talking about the rules and the regulations of the institution. That this is how they will want their subordinate or the personnel working under them should behave, should do in line with the standard norms of the institution. Why the audiographic dimension here explain about the personality needs of the individual, the personnel who are working under the organization. As they are working to promote the organization, achieve its objective, they are also need of their personal life. Therefore, the organization should be able to provide their personal needs as they work for the organization to achieve its objective. These are the two views that the Gazette Cuba see the school as a social system. Another one, he sees the school as a social system in leadership. In the leadership, the Gazette view, Cuba view leadership here in three ways: the individual, the personality, and the needs. That's the nomenclatic leadership is bureaucratic in nature, and it is deal with the rules of the institution that the personnel working under the institution have to behave. Why the audiographic dimension here is personality oriented. The personnel working under the institution are also seeking that their needs, personal needs, be fulfilled by the institution. And the third one there, the need, as I said, is a transactional, that is a situational routine. The situational there is trying to balance the nomenclatic view or dimension with the audiographic dimension. That as an organization, as the organization needs people to work and fulfill its objective, the personnel will also need the organization to fulfill their personal needs. Thank you for paying attention.